Good day, teachers. Here we are again for another drill with Rasho. Today's topic is all about social science general education. The timer is only 10 to 15 seconds. Kindly pause the video in case na nabibilisan kayo sa duration per slide. Now, let's get started. As an insular country, to which principle does the Philippines adhere when it comes to territorial boundaries? Tandaan ang tinuro kong techniques how to get the correct answer. In this question, mapapansin natin ang relationships ng lahat ng choices. From A to C, halos parehas sila. Only option D ang naiiba. May idea na tayo na maaaring option D ang sagot. Gaya ng tinuro kong method or techniques, meron din tayong clue words para masigurado tayo sa sagot. When we say insular, it means island. Another clue, principle does the Philippine adhere when it comes to territorial boundaries. Tandaan, archipelagic doctrine is a specification in our 1973 Constitution regarding its boundaries. That's the reason why the best answer is option D, archipelagic doctrine. In which organization is the Philippines a member to fight communist aggression? The correct answer is Southeast Asia Treaty Organization or SEATO. Again, I won't elaborate in case di na kailangan. Tandaan lang to, teachers. Here's the next question. The theory that population increases by geometrical ratio while the means of subsistence increases by arithmetical ratio is attributed to? The correct answer is Robert Malthus. Tinatawag nitong Malthusian theory of population, the theory of exponential population and arithmetic food supply growth. In what instance is the Filipino double standard morality shown? Okay, I already explained what double standard morality is. Pa-check na lang sa John Edril's with Ratio Part 6. Mas brief and detailed ang pag-discuss ko doon if you haven't watched that. Anyway, the correct answer is option D. This was considered as the highest court of the land during the Spanish colonial period. The correct answer is Royal Audiencia. Tandaan, in terms of judiciary or to investigate the abuses, Royal Audiencia was the highest court in the country and supervised the other courts. In short, served as the Supreme Court of the Philippines. It was the term used in Spanish colonies for the administrative council that governed a municipality and its surrounding lands. During Spanish times, meron tayong provincial, municipal, and city government. Larger towns became cities called ayuntamiento, a general term for the administrative council, town council, or legal representative of the municipality or cabildo. Which follows President Garcia's Filipino first policy? Filipinos blank. Okay, the best answer is letter D. Filipinos were to be given first preference in all matters related to the economic development of the country. To govern is to rule, and the government rules by laws, whose main duty is the enforcement of laws. We have three branches of government, that is legislative, executive, and judicial. And since police department can be also an enforcers of the laws of the Philippines, is part of the Department of the Interior and Local Government or DILG and come under the executive branch of the Philippine government. So the best answer here is executive department. Tandaan, kapag general ang tanong, kailangan general din ang sagot. The term that refers to the class of Filipinos who were free and independent. Kapag sinasabing Filipinos who were free and independent, that's Timawa. Same with Maharlika. Ang kaibahan lang nila, ang mga Maharlika were the respected warriors of the barangay. Unlike sa Timawa, sila po yung mga commoners at obligadong magbayad ng taxes. The Spanish expedition responsible for naming the archipelago Filipinas. The correct answer is option D, Villalobos expedition. The third and last military governor of the Philippines was blank. General Arthur MacArthur, option C. Which Katipunan member commuted from Cavite to Manila to buy materials used to make ammunition? The correct answer is Aguida Esteban. Which economic system is based on free enterprise? The correct answer is capitalism. How is the so-called colonial mentality manifested? The correct answer is sinocentrism. Essentially, sinocentrism is the opposite of ethnocentrism. Tandaan teachers, sinocentrism is a belief to value other cultures as superior more than one's own. For example, mas prefer ng ibang Pinoy ang bumili ng mga imported from other countries tulad ng Amerika since they believe na mas superior or mas better ang product doon kaysa sa product ng Pilipinas, which is a safeguard against unfair trade practices like short weighing. Okay, the best measure to prevent the unfair trade practices sa lahat ng nasa choices is letter C, consumer vigilance. When the Filipino reformists asked for the assimilation of the Philippines by Spain, what did they ask for? For the Philippines to become a province of Spain, letter B. If you want me to elaborate this one, just comment below. Who among the presidents changed the date of our celebration of Independence Day from July 4 to June 12? I already explained this one in the last drills. Anyway, the correct answer is Diosdado Macapagal. In which country did the Philippines participate in the world's peacekeeping operations by sending doctors, nurses, soldiers, and police? The correct answer is Iraq. In which poem did Rizal write about offering one's life for one's country? Okay, apply the elimination method. Alahubentod Filipina, gaya na discuss ko sa last drills, ito yung sinulat ni Rizal the time na 18 years old pa lang siya and was dedicated to the Filipino youth. While the Song of Maria Clara, ito yung poem ni Rizal na sa Noli Me Tangere na kinanta mismo ni Maria Clara. Then, the other poem ni Rizal sa Aking Mga Kabata o Kababata, promoting the use of Tagalog language by Filipino people. In short, this is about the love of one's native language. So the correct answer is Me Ultimo Adios, Rizal's unwavering love for his country na pinahayag niya sa last poem na sinulat niya. As an effect of our geography, in which of the following islands do people travel mostly by water? Again, the keywords, people travel mostly by water. So the correct answer is Visayas because the islands in Visayas are dispersed. Unlike Luzon and Mindanao, most of the places can be traveled inland. He is known as the poet of the workers or laborers. Okay, paulit-ulit na nating dinidiscuss si Amado V. Hernandez in the last drills. Iba-iba nga lang ang bersyon o pagka-construct ng question. Anyway, the correct answer is Amado Hernandez. Tandaan, siya rin ang nagsulat ng Isang Dipang Langit. Lupang Tinubuan is considered to be the best story written during the Japanese period. The author is blank. The correct answer is Narciso Reyes, letter C. The field of the short story widened during the Japanese occupation. In 1945, if I were not mistaken, nakakuha ng first prize ang Lupang Tinubuan ni Narciso Reyes. He was known for his Memoria Photographica. The correct answer is Jose Maria Panganiban. Pacheck na lang din ang Gen Ed Drills with Ratio Part 2 since doon ko po na-explain lahat ng nasa choices. The first and longest running comic series in the Philippines is blank. The correct answer is Ken Koy. He wrote the popular fable The Monkey and the Turtle. The correct answer is Jose Rizal. This is known as Andres Bonifacio's 10 Commandments of the Katipunan. The correct answer is option C, the Decalogue, a standard guidelines on how to be a good citizen. He is the outstanding diplomat of the First Philippine Republic. The correct answer is Felipe Agoncillo. If I were not mistaken, si Felipe Agoncillo ang pinadala ni Emilio Aguinaldo to Paris to represent the Philippines during the signing of the Treaty of Paris. Who is known as the Father of Malolos Constitution? The correct answer is Felipe Calderon. Why? Because he was the author of the Malolos Constitution, which was enacted on January 20, 1899 by the Malolos Congress that established the First Philippine Republic. When did the Philippines become a member of the United Nations? The correct answer is October 1945, letter A. Where did President Ramon Magsaysay's plane crash on March 17, 1957? The correct answer is option B, Mount Manunggal, Cebu. Tandaan, sa Manunggal, Cebu nag-crash yung plane at ang name ng plane na sinakyan ni Magsaysay ay Mount Pinatubo. This was the first Filipino daily newspaper in English. The correct answer is Philippine Herald. The father of Pampanga literature who wrote There is no God is blank. The correct answer is Juan Crisostomo Soto. His masterpiece There is no God or Alang Diyos is obviously the canon of Kapampangan literature. With the opposition of the parity rights in mind, who does not belong to the group? The correct answer is Manuel Rojas. Based on the question, who does not belong to the group, meaning one of them is a pro for parity rights and the three of them are anti-parity rights. Since si Claro M. Recto mas focus siya sa nationalism, while Jose Laurel was the puppet president under Japan na kalaban ng US during World War II, and last, Pedro Taruk, if I were not mistaken, he was once a member of CPP. So the correct answer is Manuel Rojas, since he was once of the Philippine presidents under the Americans. Number 34 na tayo. Which battle was fought on May 1, 1898? The correct answer is letter B, Battle of Manila Bay. It was the first major engagement of the Spanish-American War, and if I were not mistaken, nanalo rito ang US Navy, resulting to the most total US victory in the history. Next question. A Filipino political party served as the sole party of state during the Japanese occupation with Jose Laurel as the president. The correct answer is letter A, Kapisanan sa Paglilingkod sa Bagong Pilipinas or Kalibapi. Tandaan ang keywords na nasa question. The only political party allowed during the Japanese occupation was the Kalibapi, since na-dissolve halos lahat ng political parties, even the pro-Japanese Ganap Party that grew from the Sakdalista movement. Who led the Japanese forces that occupied Manila in 1942? The correct answer is Masaharu Homma. Which movement led by Benigno Ramos became an underground socialist reform movement? The correct answer is Sakdalista movement. Tandaan, kapag Sakdalista movement, ang founder ay si Benigno Ramos na kalaunay naging Ganap Party, a Filipino political party. This battle was fought between February and March 1945. The Americans entered the city and liberated many Filipino and American internees at the UST. The correct answer is the Battle of Manila, letter B. Waged from February 3 to March 3, 1945, is widely considered to be one of the greatest tragedies of the Second World War. Ang daming tao ang namatay during that time. Who led the re-establishment of the Communist Party of the Philippines or CPP on December 26, 1968? The correct answer is Jose Maria Sison. Mas bibilisan ko lang teachers para mas marami akong maibigay na questions. Which premier state university was established by Act 1870 on June 18, 1908? The correct answer is University of the Philippines. Tandaan ang keyword sa question. So in case ma-encounter nyo to, at least alam mo na ang sagot. Which of the following is exempted from VAT according to the train law? The correct answer is 3-in-1 coffee, letter D. You may raise your question in our comment section in case gusto nyo pa itong i-elaborate. The constitutional right of the Filipinos to suffrage is found in blank. The correct answer is letter B, Article 5. To be specific, nasa Article 5, Section 1 siya makikita. Number 43 question. The title of Rizal's art that depicts a woman standing on a skull while heralding a torch, and that is The Triumph of Science Over Death. This law is the official commitment of the United States of America to grant the Philippines its independence. I already explained the other choices in the last drill. Anyway, the correct answer is Jones Law. It states that as the price increases, demand decreases, and as the price decreases, demand increases, with all other things being held in constant. Again, understand the question carefully. Andyan na ang sagot. The correct answer is law of demand. If the supply is greater than demand, there will be surplus, letter B. The government's objective in the price ceiling is to lessen the burden of paying at a higher price. The long-term effect is shortage. Letter A. Tandaan, kapag ang price ceiling below the equilibrium price, of course, quantity demanded will exceed quantity supplied. Kaya nagkakaroon ng shortages. The two factions of the Katipunan held a meeting on March 22, 1897. This meeting is also called the Tejeros Convention, letter C, na tinatawag din na Tejeros Assembly or Tejeros Congress. Tandaan, the two factions of the Katipunan were the Magdalo at Magdiwang. According to most history books, the three first settlers were the Negritos, Indones, and Malay, letter A. Na-explain ko na rin ito sa Gen Ed Drills with Ratio, Part 4. Which is not true about culture. Okay, we can see na lahat ng binigay na choices ay makukonsidered natin as characteristics of culture. Analyze each and apply elimination method. Only letter D ang negative sa lahat. Culture should not be stagnant. Culture is changing because it is dynamic and follows the changing times. So the correct answer is letter D. This element of culture is considered as one of the behavioral standards in a society which prescribes what citizens must and must not do. The correct answer is norms. Lorna looks forward to her trip to Korea because she honestly believes that the culture of Korea is a lot more interesting than her own. This particular mindset is known as blank. Gaya ng na-explain ko kanina, xenocentrism is a belief to value other cultures as superior more than one's own. The Philippines is composed of how many provinces? The correct answer is option C, 81 provinces. It is a rise in the general level of prices of goods and services in the economy over a period of time. The correct answer is inflation. This is considered as the summer capital of the Philippines. The correct answer is Baguio, also known as the City of Pines. Found in Bohol, this primate is considered as one of the smallest in the world. The correct answer is Tarsiers. This is considered as the longest bridge in the Philippines. The correct answer is San Juanico Bridge, since siya ang mas mahabang bridge sa mga binigay na choices. This city in Cavite is considered as the flag capital of the Philippines. The correct answer is Imus, letter B. Participation in governance, including the right to vote and the right to be elected in public office as well, is secured within the citizenry's blank. Kapag the right to vote or the exercising of that right, piliin nyo ang right to suffrage. Pero kapag merong the right to be elected in public office and secured within the citizenship status, then that will be political rights. This Philippine president was known as the idol of the masses. He is also the 7th president of the 3rd president of the 3rd Republic. That is Ramon Magsaysay. If you haven't watched the Gen Ed Drills with Russia Part 1 to 6, you can watch here.